Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to my channel, Joy to the World. I am your reader, Melissa Joy. Now, this week, the theme coming in is moving from, what is it? Blessed, not stressed. That's right. Leaving that stress behind and moving into our blessing. Does that sound like something you're interested in? Well, it is wild because your energy card came out before this thing even began. And it's talking about you've been too serious, Cancer. It's time to get into some play, and maybe you've been through a long, serious experience, one that kind of transformed who you are and how you see the world. And they're desiring you to get out into play and to allow that transformation to begin to process and meld and move through the body. It seems to be bunched and trapped in certain areas. And they're wanting to smooth out some of the landscape of your mind, and that will bring you into this new energy of victory, giving you the support and the internal support and undergirding that you need, like a safety net, like a savings account. And you're going, well, how can playing bring me savings? Well, for one, it releases your stress, and when we're stressed, we break up the flow of energy, and when we mess up that flow of energy, we mess up our wealth as well. Okay. Wealth is health, my friend. So let's get into the affirmators here. Oh yeah, you've been through a lot, my friend. Look at that stress going on there. Look at you having to tiptoe through the desert because all those little prickly things down there to your soft feet. You're like, well, we're in the land of transition and we're kind of getting towards the green, but this isn't the green that I wanted to be around. Ready to release that old energy of like, there was a message that came through. And it was talking about like milking the camel, except water comes out, like using them like a camel backpack, you know. If they had to drink up all the water and move through the desert like an igloo cooler, that water cooler that people could keep dispensing their water out of, that's horrific, y'all. But not having to just be a tool or a bag or an instrument anymore, getting to be the person, the who, not just the do, not just getting through. That's why they want you to play, that you've forgotten who you are, my friend. And that's a common occurrence when things have been difficult or extremely challenging. And the biggest challenge now is, as the stress is sitting there, and maybe it's still a little bit trepidatious because we saw that transition with the camel going on, the 10 of Wands, is to choose to move out of that. Because as you can see, it was all falling upon the head, on the back, on the mind. It is on the nervous system. And if the nervous system stays stressed, it keeps sending out messages of stress, which keeps calling in stressful situations. Yeah, the wind's picked up on that. All right. So it's going to take an act of faith. An act of faith, like really powering up your imagination, your belief that things could get better, that things could ease up, that things are moving in the right direction, how you don't have to know. Something in yourself already knows. You're still here. You're still here. But they're wanting you to merge back into your nature. Let it come easily. Let it come naturally. So that it kind of seems to be hinting that maybe a little idea or an epiphany will pop up and you lock down on it and clamp down on it. Like maybe if funding was really tight for a while and you think, I'm going to drive through and get me a coffee instead of making it home today. Lockdown. No, I can't. You know, such and such and such and such has happened, and so and whatever. But they're really seeming to want you to circulate out in the environment, in the real world. Okay? They talk about pennies on the dollar. So, your mind, the difference in your mind between the actuality, the pennies, and the way it feels or perceives. Remember the nervous system, the dollars, right? And so that begins to create a draining and a spiraling effect for you, my friend. Well, let's see. Okay, so let's get a little wisdom on how to break that up. We know that you've called in for the play, and we see that brings you victory. Is there anything else for Cancer? Is theirs just short and sweet and straight up to the You might check out Gemini. Some of you, that's tossing and turning all over the place right there. But the King of Swords and the Four of Wands, pretty interesting. It's like the choice is up to you. Here it's talking about with him, you can sit here and frustrate. You see how that holding to his old mindset and keeping it close to him, and the nervous system being all flared up is really stirring up the environment around you. And then there's nothing coming out of your crown chakra. It's like exuding and wasting out all this way, and it is causing an upheaval and a bit of an uproar. Maybe some of you should get into some water, because water is where we have things all around us and we can move around in it and play around in it. Maybe get some swimming lessons, maybe join a local pool, maybe even an indoor one that you could have access to all year. Maybe come out like I am here and get in there and roll around a bit, kind of ridiculous like, but that's what children do. That's how they release that vagal nerve, which is the record keeper of the nervous system. So needing to get cleared of that record and set free from that prison of doubt, of shame, of obligation, of debt. Oh, fuck that. No, because this is what's here. These are your choices. Okay, Cancer? These are your choices when it's talking about that playfulness and bringing in that balance. Look at this 4 of Wands. It's natural for you. These are your kidneys beginning to blossom and bloom and move forward. And there's the crown chakra. Or you're going to sit here and waste and squander all around and nothing coming out of the crown, because you're guarding and you're protecting it and you're keeping it hyper vigilant. Therefore, it can't give you any true readings, nor bring in true opportunities or true blessings or true synchronicities. When we have it locked down, that pattern, you know, life will come knocking, but we won't even see it, because it's that tainted perception. All right. So hopefully this helps you, Cancer. I'm really excited you were here. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's chat down there. And if you would, do me a favor and stretch your finger over and tap that like button for me. Help us rise to the top. If you enjoyed this, jump on this joy train, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you here. All right. Bye.